Are we actually live right now?
We are live, Chicky. Yes.
Okay, deep breath. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to something we have genuinely never done before.
A podcast.
A podcast from the actual studio with actual microphones that I am not allowed to touch.
You touched it 40 seconds ago.
That was an accident.
Sure it was.
Anyway, if you already know us, you know us. And if you don't, buckle up, because by the end of this episode, you're going to understand exactly why a rooster in a lab coat and a hen in a blazer are about to explain the entire economy of nature to you.
That's actually not a bad summary.
I've been working on it.
Let's do this properly. I'm Dr. Chicks.
And I'm Chicky.
I operate as a bioeconomic surgeon, which means I look at biological systems the way a physician reads a patient chart. Symptoms, root cause, treatment plan.
And I'm the one who takes whatever Dr. Chicks just said in that very serious voice and translates it into something you can actually use on a Tuesday.
She's not wrong.
Okay, but really, here's the split. Dr. Chicks runs mornings, scientist mode, data, mechanism. Here's precisely why this works. I run evenings, story mode. Here's how that same idea shows up in your actual life.
Together, that's the entire Dr. Chicks philosophy in one sentence. Nature already ran the experiment. We just have to read the results.
Ooh, write that one down.
I did. It's in Chapter 1.
Of course it is. Okay, quick history for anyone just meeting us. Dr. Chicks started as one question.
What if every biological system nature ever built is actually a case study in strategy?
Not a metaphor, not a cute animal fact for your feed, an actual functioning blueprint.
The octopus solving problems with a nervous system spread across 8 arms, the desert ant navigating without GPS, the bombardier beetle running a 2-chemical defense system that would make a chemical engineer nervous. Every single one of them is quietly outperforming most human institutions at the exact thing they do.
Which is the entire premise of the bioeconomic clinic.
And now, we finally have a place to put all of it.
Okay, actually, people ask us this constantly, so let's just answer it. Why chickens?
Have all the questions.
It's a fair question. You could have picked a wolf, a lion, something with, dignity.
I have plenty of dignity.
You're wearing a stethoscope over feathers, but sure. Here's my honest answer. Chickens are actually one of the most underestimated animals on the planet.
That's not a joke either. A chicken can recognize over 100 individual faces, human and chicken. They understand object permanence before some human toddlers do. They run structured social hierarchies most corporate org charts would envy.
And nobody respects them for it, because they're standing right in front of a farm looking a little ridiculous.
Which is honestly the entire thesis of Dr. Chicks in miniature. Overlooked systems, underestimated because they're familiar, dismissed because nobody bothered to look closely enough.
That's genuinely why the name exists, not a branding accident.
Pause. Where did you hear that?
It's true?
Clears throat. Moving on.
Oh, we are absolutely coming back to that in a future episode.
That place is drchicks.com. Our home, our clinic, I want to say headquarters, but that sounds very corporate for 2 chickens in a podcast studio.
Fine. It's the headquarters. Here's what's actually in there. 4 rooms, basically.
Clinic, academy, media, consulting.
The clinic is where the case files live. Deep, single-organism breakdowns. Right now, we've got the honeybee, the wild dog, the octopus, the peregrine falcon, the axolotl, the desert locust, the desert ant, and more going up every single week.
Each case file is built exactly like a real clinical chart. Diagnosis, what problem this organism solves in nature. Mechanism, how it actually solves it, biologically. Then the transfer, what that means for your leadership, your health, your business.
The Academy is the book. 23 chapters, one published every week. Manuscript, workbook, full course module with quizzes, the whole structure. We're 3 chapters deep right now.
Chapter 1, Mechanical Rot. Chapter 2, Evolutionary Atrophy. Chapter 3, The Decision Fracture.
Yes, those titles sound intense. Yes, they are exactly as good as they sound.
Media is everything you're hearing right now. This podcast, the short-form videos, The two of us arguing about metaphors at 10 p.m.?
That happened once.
It happens weekly.
Fine. And consulting is where it gets real, where the framework actually gets applied to an organization, a team, a founder who's stuck.
Same method every time. We find the organism, we find the mechanism, we find the human system it maps to, then we fix it the way nature already fixed it.
4 rooms, 1 philosophy.
Okay, so say someone's listening right now, phone in hand, and they want to actually go look at all this. Walk them through it.
Simple. DrChicks.com. On the front page, you'll see the 4 rooms right away. Clinic, Academy, Media, Consulting. Pick whichever one matches what you're curious about.
If you're new, I always say start in the clinic. Pick one case file, just one.
Correct. Don't try to read all of them on day 1.
Guilty, I did that.
You work here.
Details. Okay, you open a case file and it's structured the same way every time. So once you've read one, you know how to read all of them. Top of the page, the organism, and the one line, what this animal solved.
Then the diagnosis section, the actual biological problem in plain language.
Then mechanism, how nature solved it with the science, written so you don't need a doctorate to follow it.
Then the section I write, honestly, application. This is where we take the mechanism and hand it to you as a tool for your business, your health, your leadership.
Okay, before we go full philosophy mode, can we actually do one? Live? Right now?
Do one what?
A case file, a mini one, so people know exactly what it feels like before they click over.
Fine. Let's do the peregrine falcon.
Ooh, the falcon, fastest animal on Earth.
240 miles an hour and a dive. Diagnosis, in clinical terms, how do you make a life or death decision in under 1 second at lethal speed with 0 margin for a second attempt?
Because it's not just falling, it's hunting. It has to actually catch something down there.
Correct. So here's the mechanism. A falcon doesn't dive at its prey directly. It dives along a precise spiral curve, which looks, from the ground, needlessly complicated.
Why not just go in a straight line? Straight line is faster.
Because a falcon's eyes are on the sides of its head, not the front. If it flew straight at its target, it would have to turn its head to keep watching it. And that turned head creates drag, slows the dive. And worse, it briefly loses clear sight of the prey.
So the curve is actually the fast option.
The curve is the fast option because it lets the bird keep the target locked in clear view the entire time without turning its head. It sacrifices the shortest path to protect the accuracy of the input data.
Okay, wait, that's not even about speed anymore. That's about not flying blind.
Exactly, which is the application, the part we translate into human terms. Most people under pressure instinctively take the shortest, straightest path to a decision, fastest looking option.
All right, let's get into the actual philosophy, because I think this is the part people are here for. Power from nature. Here's the claim, stated plainly. Every economic principle humans have ever invented, trade, credit, risk sharing, resource allocation, even insurance, nature invented first, and usually did it better, with fewer failure points.
That's a bold claim.
It's a provable one. Let me give you the example anchoring this whole episode. Underneath almost every healthy forest on Earth, there is a network you cannot see.
Curious. Okay, I love where this is going.
It's called the mycorrhizal network. Some researchers call it the Wood Wide Web. A web of fungal threads, thinner than a human hair, connecting the root systems of different trees, sometimes different species, sometimes across acres of forest.
And it's not decoration. It's doing something.
It's running an economy, a literal, functioning economy. Trees with excess sugar, usually big older trees with full canopy access to sunlight, send carbon through the fungal network to smaller trees stuck in the shade that can't photosynthesize enough on their own.
Wait, so the big tree is just giving away resources? For free?
Not exactly for free. This is the part people miss. The fungus itself takes a cut, sugar in exchange for extending the tree's root reach and mining minerals it couldn't access alone. And research shows trees can direct more carbon toward their own seedlings or toward trees they're more closely related to. It's not charity. It's a resource-sharing system with real incentive structures.
So it's less everyone gets a trophy and more.
Distributed risk management. If one tree gets sick, gets attacked by insects, starts dying, it can send distress signals through that same network, chemical warnings. Other trees receiving that signal actually raise their own defenses before the threat even reaches them.
That's basically an early warning system. That's insurance.
It's functionally insurance, and a supply chain, and a mutual aid network, built from fungus, running for over 400 million years. No CEO, no central bank, no meetings.
No committee approving the carbon transfer.
None. And here's why this matters to you specifically, whatever you do for work. Every human system we build, a company, a family, a community, even one person's daily habits, is either behaving like a healthy forest or it's behaving like a monoculture. Monoculture is a field planted with a single crop. No diversity, no shared network, every plant isolated and competing for the exact same limited resources. It looks efficient for one season. Then one disease shows up, one pest, one bad year, and the entire field collapses at once. Nothing to redistribute the loss. Nothing sharing warning signals. That's a lot of businesses, I know. That's a lot of everything. Teams where nobody shares information until it's too late. Leaders who hoard resources instead of routing them to whoever's actually starved for them. People who treat asking for help as weakness instead of what it actually is, a functioning distress signal in a healthy network. So power from nature isn't just a nice phrase. It's a literal design spec. The forest already solved distributed resource allocation, early warning systems, and mutual aid, for free, for 400 million years, with fungus as the entire infrastructure. Our job at DR.CHICKS is not to invent new frameworks. It's to notice what's already been solved and translate it into a form a human leader, a human body, a human business can actually use. I would put that on a t-shirt. Please don't. Too late. It's already in the notes, Doc.
Okay, wait, can we do one more? Because I feel like we've shown the share side of nature, the network, but not the other side.
Which side?
Risk. How do you protect what you have without spending everything just defending it all the time?
Good instinct. Let's use the bombardier beetle.
I love this beetle so much.
It stores two separate chemicals in two separate chambers inside its body, completely inert, completely harmless, sitting there doing nothing most of the time.
So it's not never take risk, it's don't pay the cost of the risk until the risk is actually real.
Precisely. Which means, so far, in one episode, nature has already handed us 3 working principles.
The forest. Share your surplus and let the network carry your risk collectively.
The Falcon. Protect the accuracy of your information, even if it costs you the shortest path.
And the beetle. Hold your defenses cheap and inert and spend them only at the exact moment the threat is confirmed real.
3 organisms, 3 completely different problems, and not one of them needed a business degree to solve it.
Which is, again, the entire point of everything we build. Okay, so if you're still with us, first of all, thank you, genuinely. That means a lot for episode 1. Here's what to do next, concretely. Go to drchicks.com. Pick one case file, just one. I'll say it again because I clearly need the reminder myself.
Noted for the record.
Read it. See how the diagnosis, mechanism, application structure feels. If it clicks, go look at the Academy. Chapters 1 through 3 are live right now in both English and Arabic.
Book, workbook, and course module for each chapter.
And if you want the short version of everything we do, we're putting out short-form videos every single day. 7 mornings with Dr. Chicks in science mode, 7 evenings with me in story mode.
Same organism, same lesson, 2 completely different doors into it.
Say that part again slower. It's very quotable.
I'm not doing it again.
Fine. Fine. Thank you for spending this time with us. This has been the Dr. Chicks Bioeconomic Clinic Podcast, Episode 1, Power from Nature.
I'm Dr. Chicks.
I'm Chicky.
Go get curious.
See you next week.